Hello. 5 years ago, I was at a lunch with a friend and he invited me to go to a meeting at the National Speakers Association. And I said yes and thought it was cool. I went to the meeting and I kind of thought to myself, I'd really like to be a public speaker someday. That'd be cool. So I started going to the meetings. Okay. So 3 years ago, I sold my company. 2 years ago, I had the thought that I really needed to figure out what to do with my life, and speaking was part of that. But then I kind of had an overriding thought that now I should start some businesses. So I started a marketing company. I bought another company called Bright Lab Lights, and I did some executive coaching for a while. Great experience, and I was able to build a team, and I've still got those things going. It's great. Challenges in starting a business again, which I've really wanted to do because who knows, if you do a business successfully once, maybe you were just lucky. So I really want to exercise my entrepreneurial ability and build and grow companies again. I love it. And I've been able to invest in some cool companies, and I'm just trying to not be a newbie and figure that out. So that's what I'm doing. 6 months ago, I had the idea because I've been really struggling to find okay, if I'm going to speak, what am I going to speak on? I love a lot of things. I've been reading tons of books. I read like 70 books last year. I just enjoy it. And this is from a kid who didn't read a book until he was like 17 maybe. So I didn't read a lot, but I've really loved learning and reading and whatever. So, but 6 months ago, I was on a jog on a Saturday morning, and I had the thought, people, we all get stuck. We want to do something, we see the path, but for some reason or the other, we just get stuck and we don't. It's almost as if we get to an intersection or a busy road and we just are too afraid to cross and we just don't cross. So that's where I had the idea, there really needs to be a message, and I want to build a brand around just crossing anyway, right? Just saying, well, we're just going to do it because it'll work out. It's going to be fine. And that's where the brand Venture Anyway came from, right? But as I'm explaining that to people, what is it? Is it like, a family travel company? Because I love that too. I've traveled, 9,000 miles on my bike touring and camping along the way. That's a huge passion of mine. With my kids, my wife and kids. Is it family travel? Man, but I really love entrepreneurship. But as I'm talking to people, I love helping people take action towards something that they want. So I love talking to people and helping them realize that they have some potential more than they thought, because I think most of us really sell ourselves short in general. So I love talking to people and helping them believe more in themselves and figure out what they want to do, and then helping them kind of see a path forward. And that's really the idea of Venture Anyway. Long term, I want to be the next Brian Tracy, except with with 5 kids and a real foundation of like family, frugality, and faith. So those are things that are important to me. Most of my rewarding experiences over the last couple years have had to do with meeting someone, helping them become more clear on what their potential is, and inspiring them to take action and seeing them succeed. Super rewarding, and I would like to do that as a business, right? So part of the whole Venture Anyway platform, I really just want to help people be more willing to try things. So a lot of times, and I've seen this from myself the last year and a half, I wish I could go back and smack myself upside the head and start something sooner, but we wait too long to start because we want things to be perfect. So when I started Bike Wagon, I was too dumb to really know any difference. And not self-deprecating, whatever, but really I thought I didn't really expect all that much out of myself, so I didn't mind looking stupid. I started a website and I had one product on the website before I went on vacation for 2.5 months on a bike trip. My friends would joke, Dale, I'm going to go to bikewagon.com because I can buy one product. That's crazy. But for me, I was just happy to have a website. And some people look at me and say, oh, Dale, you sold a business, you're a successful entrepreneur. And there's a part of me that says, whoa, I need to keep being a successful entrepreneur and I can't mess up and I need to protect my image, right? That's hard. But I'm really trying to throw that all out the window. So like 12 days ago, I started posting a video every day to the Venture Anyway YouTube channel. And what are they even about? Like, I'm just trying to figure it out. One of them went viral even. Like usually I get 0 to 8 views. One had 48 views. Crazy, blew my mind, right? It's like viral for me, okay? And I was pretty stoked to have 48 people watch it. I don't know, maybe it was just the title. but I'm going to get really good at video. And even if, heck, I might get 300 people to see those initial videos, but by the time that 2 months from now, I'm going to be way better at creating video than I am now. And a year from now, I'm going to be way better. They're going to be more engaging, more entertaining, and much better. We're going to actually edit them. This is just a single cut, okay? And these have all been single cuts. So I'll get better. But that's part of the idea, and what I want to show is just putting yourself out there even before you're ready, and being okay, kind of flirting with failure. That's the idea with venture anyway. Nobody ventures to the store, because when you go to the store, you're quite certain that you will arrive at the store. There's no uncertainty. To venture is to do something where there's some uncertainty, where you could fail. Side tangent, my wife and I took our 5 kids to the store, and our intern from Spain to the store on Friday night, and it was just like a little windy and a little snowy. It went out full crazy blizzard, and it snowed 4 inches while we were out and back. It was kind of crazy. We ventured. We did venture to the Slapfish in Farmington, the grand opening. It was amazing, by the way. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. We did our 5 years ago, 2 years ago, 6 months ago, Brian Tracy. Now I'm doing anything that lets me train people, create videos, speak, keynote speaking. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing everything I can that's going to help me become like Brian Tracy someday. And then I hope to get a lot of feedback and help from the community as they see my stuff going out there. Those that care about me and those that want to help can maybe give me some pointers and suggestions along the way, right? But I just trust that by putting myself through this and really putting myself out there and doing everything I know how, that I'll figure it out on the way. You don't have to have everything figured out before you take action and do it. A lot of times it's just about starting small and doing something and just not really worrying about what other people think. So I hope that's helpful, and I'm happy to have you along. Please come along with me on this journey and let me know how I can help you and venture anyway. Thanks.